guys, and welcome to Relentless Life Coaching. I'm Robert Little.
I'm Chris.
And we're bringing you today something really, really important. It's the first step to take when you're wanting to make a difference in your life, and you're wanting to change your life. Vision is the way to do that. So having a vision for your life, where do you want to go? Who do you want to be? What are the steps that you're going to have to take every day to be able to do that? You know, the sad reality is that most people will never achieve their vision because they won't take the first steps. That is what we're here to do. We're here to give you that little push, that little encouragement, that little bit of effort that it's going to take to just get started. And it's like a snowball effect. When you get started, it starts off, it's difficult, it's hard, but it takes 21 days to form a habit. All right, so let's start now. Don't put it off another day. Don't procrastinate. Let's start today working towards your vision.
Some of the things I want to hit up about what Robert was talking about is vision. How important is vision? So you can't just get on the road and just walk it. You have to have a vision, like what's going to be the end result of whatever road you're going to. It can be a financial goal. It can be fitness, health. I know personally I have a lot of health, goals and visions. Professionally, it can be, one of those goals that you say, hey, how can I can jump and do this? So it's not just jumping on the road and just go ahead and doing it. You have to have a vision. So you have to think about it, and whatever you put in here, your body is going to follow through, but you have to put it in here. You have to be able to see it. I know when I was in nursing school and I used to work in a hospital in Plant City, I see all these nurses, and I was just a tech, a CNA. And I just see them in scrubs, blue scrubs. So every time somebody with blue scrubs walk around, I knew that was a registered nurse. So I had that in my head. I was like, I want to work blue scrubs. And I went through struggles. I failed one semester in nursing school. I had to repeat it. And it was hard because me failing that year, that's $60,000 that I neglected my family from. I lost that money. So for me, it was a hard hit, but I didn't do what I had to do to get there. So I learned from it. I kind of regrouped. I took a semester off, and I just like, hey, let me think about this, what I'm doing wrong. I started building good habits because you have a vision, but you have to have good habits. You have to have discipline. You have to be consistent. And I started working on it little by little and putting pieces together and getting to a better place. So vision is like number one thing. You have to build it. You have to believe in it. You have to take it to the heart. And it's like Robert said, once you decide this is what you're gonna do, you have to be 110% committed and have that vision and work towards it. Right?
Yeah, I mean definitely. And how has that impacted your life to be able to have those blue scrubs? How does that make you feel? How did that make you overcome some doubts, maybe some fears in your mind? How has that helped your family financially?
I went, from making 37 to making above 65. So I'm like, wow, now I see it a little bit more, because back then I was like, man, I failed myself, I failed my family, I failed a bunch of people. And then it's like when I got there and I put those scrubs on, I'm like, I did it. I could see that I had the vision, I committed to it, and I just worked towards it. That's all it is.
So some of the big things that I want to talk about and hit on that Chris was talking about was discipline, small steps, and just being relentless every day to achieving your vision. Now, one thing that, and some of you may think this is cheesy, some of you may think this is old school, but you'll still hear about them, and the reason is that they work. It's creating a vision board. But when you can create a board, and it doesn't cost much money, all right, go out and get a poster board, and then think about your life. Think about where you want to go, and then go and visualize that. And get some magazines, get pictures off the internet, print them out, cut them out, and put them on a board. And then what I want you to do is I want you to take that board and I want you to put it up somewhere where it's the first thing that you see when you wake up.
Yeah.
Because what that board is going to do is it's going to motivate you every day as a reminder that this is what I want. And when you want to hit that snooze button, you want to stay in bed. You just want to say, you know what, I'm tired of this, I can't do it, I'm not smart enough, I'm not strong enough. This vision board is what is going to help you stay focused. It's going to be that driving force that gets you up in the morning that says, you know what, I can do this. It's important to take that action step, okay? Because you're going to watch this video and you can say, man, I'm going to do that. And you may be in your car, you may be at work, you may be sitting on your couch or in your bed right now watching this video. And we might be motivating you a little bit, but it's not about motivation. Motivation only lasts for a little bit. You need something that's going to literally be a driving force that drives you every single day, relentlessly, to be able to achieve your goals and achieve your mission. But I want you to really assess where you're spending your time. How many hours a day do you sit and watch TV? What TV shows are you watching? Are you watching videos on YouTube that are going to help you and motivate you and get you forward? Are you reading books that are going to help motivate you and reach you towards your goal? Because if you're sitting there watching soap operas or you're watching Netflix and you're watching useless TV shows, now I get it, there needs to be a balance. There needs to be things where you just go and you just enjoy yourself. I get it. But plan your day out. Have a plan every day. When you get up in the morning, you look at that vision board and say, this is what I'm going to do today to help me reach my vision.
I was scrolling through Instagram the other day, and I saw a quote from Tesla CEO, and he said, "I work 80 hours, so I don't have to work 40." And I just read it, and I just thought about it. Like, what he means, I work 80 hours, so I don't have to work 40. And it hit me. It's like, man, this dude is saying that he's doing the work. That way, when he said everything's said and done, he can say, "I'm done." You can have a vision, but if you don't do the work, listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, it takes more than 40 hours to get to that vision. Listen, I used to wake up at 3 in the morning to study from 3 to 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. Family wake up, and this is just a Saturday. Wake up at 3 in the morning, study all the way to 7 when I was in nursing school, in order to knock that out of the way. And then the rest of the day, that Saturday, I'll spend it with the family, doing whatever it takes. But you have to understand that during the week, I wake up at 4 in the morning, doing my workouts, doing my whole routine. I just started building and see what works and what doesn't work. But in order to accomplish that vision, it takes more than 40 hours. And that's a fact. Like, it doesn't matter what you want to reach, it takes more than 40 hours. It takes, and when I mean 40 hours, I don't mean literally 40 hours. What I mean is it takes extra effort. You come from work, it might take, a little bit of rest, say hi to the family, hang out with them or whatnot. I know that's something that we usually do, hang out with the family for a little bit. Once everybody goes to sleep, you still, doing research and looking through stuff and watching videos and how they did it, how can I do it? And instead of watching Netflix for 2 hours or watching Power on Stars and all this other stuff, because trust me, I like my other shows as well, but I'm always looking at businesses and how we can invest money and how we can make more money. So it's constantly going because we have a vision. Every time we accomplish something, it's great, it's awesome, we're gonna celebrate. It is a big accomplishment because you had a vision, you accomplished it, boom, got it. But once you get it, it's like, what's next? And that's my mentality. It's like, hey, I was a CNA, I got a medical assistant degree, associate degree in medical assistant. From there, we're like, okay, what's next? LPN. So how am I gonna get there? So when chased it, got it. Once I got it, we're like, okay, what's next? All right, what we gotta do? Work hard. Guess what? I got on it. I failed. Guess what? At the end of the day, boom, registered nurse. I'm working on my master's right now. You go after it, and if you fail at something, just try it again. Just see what you did wrong. But always remember, you have to put in the work. Have a vision. Have to put in the work.
Now let's talk quickly about some of the barriers that might keep you from moving forward on your vision. And one of the biggest ones is fear. All right, people are afraid to fail. My advice to you is to do it afraid, because fear is still going to be there. It creeps up its ugly little head in all of us. No matter who you are, no matter how strong you are, fear is always going to do there. That self-doubt, that little devil on your shoulder, that voice in your head that's telling you you can't do this. You're too tired. Don't do this. Push it off till tomorrow. All right, because that's one of the other stealers is procrastination. So some people are afraid. Other people, fear doesn't bother them too much, but they just procrastinate. They say, you know what, I'm going to do that, but I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to do it the next time. Another issue is people trying to get over forgiving themselves for bad decisions. Maybe you're in a spot in your life that you just simply made a lot of bad choices, a lot of bad decisions. And the choices that we make, the decisions that we make, they dictate the life that we lead. But the great thing is that every day is a new day. Nothing says that you have to be the same person that you were yesterday. So forgive yourself for anything that you've done. Just forget about it and move forward.
Yep.
Because you cannot move forward driving a car while looking in the rearview mirror. All right, there's a reason why the front windshield is much larger than the rearview mirror. And the final thing I want to talk about is who you hang out with, who you spend your time with, is going to dictate the life that you lead and how successful you're going to be in reaching that vision for your life. If you cannot soar like an eagle if you're constantly hanging out with vultures. if you're constantly surrounded by people where they're always coming up to you for advice, or you're their mentor, it's okay to be a mentor to somebody. But if that is all the people that you're hanging out with, and you don't have anybody that you're going to asking for advice, you don't have a mentor yourself, I suggest that that's the first thing that you do, is really assess. Make a list of all the people that you spend your time with, whether that's friends, family, co-workers, it doesn't matter. Whoever you spend your time with, all right, make a list, and then write down what value they're bringing to your life. And if they're not bringing any value to your life, then unfortunately it's time to cut ties, all right? Because it's about you achieving your vision for your life and you achieving your dreams. And I am going to maximize every second, every day, every minute to making sure that I achieve every dream and every vision that I have in my life. Take that first step forward. Maybe it's you don't have enough time. Go to bed earlier and wake up earlier. All right, get the sleep that you need. But when you wake up in the morning, take 30 minutes, take an hour before you have to get started on your normal day, and read a book. Take some time to give a little gratitude. Think about all the great things that you have in your life. Because if you start your day off right, I promise you that you will be able to accomplish more. You will feel better. You will do better at work. You will be better to be around. People will want to be around you, and that's where opportunities start to present themselves.
Chase it, chase it, chase it. And I want to piggyback from he was saying about value, and it's a big thing for me too, because sometimes we surround ourselves with people that they don't bring no value to your life. And I'm not saying don't hang out with them or stop talking to them, but you have to put a line and say, you know what, like if you don't bring no value to me, why you around me? You know what I'm saying? Because you're trying to move forward and head to a goal to be better yourself. And whatever it is in your life, you want to do better. If this person is dragging you down, what happens is if they got problems, those problems become your problems. And you already have something that you're working through, struggling, and putting time, a lot of time and effort into it. If you let all these people that is not bringing no value to helping you accomplish your goals, guess what? Cut it off. Cut it off. And whenever you have free time, then you say, hey, let's hang out, let's chill. But in the meanwhile, if you're grinding, you're hustling, and you're going after every day, then that's okay. But if they're not there for that, man, don't worry about it. Don't waste your time. I'm telling you straight up. We're about to close this, so the board that Little's talking about is a big thing. There's research out there that says that once you write your goals, there's a higher likelihood that you're going to accomplish them. So if you put them somewhere, you write them, and you see them every day, that's pretty much keeping yourself accountable. So if you say, hey, I'm going to wake up at 3:30 in the morning, I'm going to work out. Or I'm going to wake up at 3:30, I'm going to read for the first 30 minutes. And then after that, at 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to go for a run. And then I'm going to go to work. And stuff like that. If you actually do it and you write it down, I guarantee you that's going to work. And I'm telling you because I do it. And I wake up at 4 in the morning. And the first thing I do is like, thank you Lord for another day. I'm grateful. I'm awake. I'm making it happen. And I'm up there. And then by 6 in the morning, I'm headed to work a 12-hour shift. So mind you, this is like, 16 hours right there? So I'm up 4 in the morning, get out at 7:30, get to my house around 8, hang out with the family for a little bit. So I'm always constantly going. I go to sleep around 11 o'clock. So that's just my normal day. My days off is a little bit different. But every day I'm looking to improve myself. What can I do to be a little bit better? Work on your vision every day. It's hard work, but I'm telling you, it's worth it.
I hope that today we've been able to put a little fire in you, to give you some ideas, to give you some practical things that you can do with a vision board, with writing things down. What are your challenges? And then writing down what are some things you can do to overcome them.
So I hope that you guys are enjoying this. Leave your comments below. Let us know what you guys think.
We want to know what changes that you made and what kind of impact that made in your life, because we want to be able to share some of these success stories with others. Anytime there's a success story, it's great to hear that for us. That way we know we're doing something good, and we know that you enjoy hearing that. So if you have a great story, please share it with us. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share this. Make sure you like it. Please put your comments, all right? And we'll see you next time on the Relentless Life Coaching.
Be relentless.